Hi, I'm Noah Beta Haron, one of Readercon 32's program co-chairs. You can find me on the schedule and in bookstores as NS Dolkart. I just wanted to record a quick welcome to Readercon to let you know about some updates and changes we're making this year. It's been 4 years since we had an in-person Readercon, and we are so excited to see you face to masked face. On that note, let me start with AtCon COVID safety. Please bring and wear a high-quality respirator mask such as an N95 or KN95 to Readercon. We are trying to have as safe and responsible an in-person convention as is possible under the rather apocalyptic circumstances, and that means wearing a good mask over your nose and mouth in all convention spaces except where or when specifically designated otherwise. Obviously, the convention is at a hotel, and we can't tell you not to go to the hotel restaurant or enjoy the hotel bar. However, we do encourage you to remember that we have vulnerable and immunocompromised members of our community that it is our collective duty to protect. When in doubt, wear your mask indoors. Yes, all attendees will be vaccinated. Yes, we will have air filters known as Corsi Rosenthal boxes in convention spaces. But conferences and conventions are notorious for spreading germs, and it takes multiple lines of defense to keep that spread at a minimum. Let's talk a bit about hybrid conventions. We wish we had the staffing capacity to put on a true hybrid convention with in-person and virtual attendance and panels all blending together. That's a stretch goal that we do hope to reach someday. This year, what we have is a handful of pre-recorded presentations, such as this one, with live Q&As hosted on Readercon's Discord channel at scheduled times during the convention. We also plan to use Discord for our AtCon Q&As so that you can ask your questions as they come to you, and the panel's moderator can choose the most interesting ones to pose to the panelists during the Q&A portion of each panel. The ability of moderators during our virtual Readercon 31 to see what all the questions and comments were and ask the most relevant ones was one of my favorite things about virtual conventions, and I'm really excited to implement it in person as well. I also wanted to tell you about a new use of space we're trying this year. The Sylvanus Thayer boardroom at the end of the hall has in the past been designated the activities room. We're still using it for activities during a 3-hour window from 1 to 4 p.m. on Friday, but the rest of the time, it will be simply a space with chairs and tables for you to have conversations in. Readercon is one of the most intellectually stimulating events most of us will attend all year, and it's practically a tradition for people to want to keep the conversation going after a panel ends. It's also practically a tradition for these hallway conversations to disrupt the start of the next panel until someone opens a door and yells at you to be quiet. Well, this year that second part does not have to happen because you can duck into the Thayer boardroom and keep right on chatting. While we're on the subject of stimulating conversation, we have a new format for our Meet the Pros party this year. Some of you may remember milling around with sheets of waxed paper, asking authors for quotes, and trying to turn them into something. We wanted to give people more of an opportunity to meet people and have meaningful conversations, so we've reinvented the party to look a bit more like speed dating. We'll hand you a card as you come in with 3 table assignments on it. At each table, we'll have a few quotes from different texts to get a conversation started. Your 6-person table will have 3 regular attendees and 3 program participants, such as authors or editors, and you'll have 15 minutes to chat and get to know each other before moving to your second assigned table, and then your third. Our hope is that this will allow you to make real connections with 15 people you may never have met before, rather than asking 50 people to hand you a sticker, maybe asking about its context, and then moving on. During this event, there will be a bar outside the Thayer boardroom, and the boardroom will become mask optional. This way, the salon where the Meet the Pros party is happening will remain accessible to immunocompromised attendees, while you can still grab a drink with old or brand new friends just outside. We hope you have a great time at Readercon 32. I can't wait to see you there.